What would the result be if you combine Nile Speedcone, Peggy Liner, and Marc Sondhimer all together? Well, I think the answer is pretty evident. It's Byron Crashforth. I mean, literally, first off, the color and the blown engine come from Marc Sondhimer. And then about the average of these two in terms of size, you have Byron. So it's pretty wild. I know, like, it's probably a coincidence, but it's crazy to me that these three characters here all kind of just feed into Byron. It's wild. He does appear in the episode, and all of them do as well, but I feel like, I don't know, there's something going on. I don't mean to be a conspiracy theorist, but there's something at play here. But anyways, guys, welcome back to another Mr. Docket presentation. Today, we will be reviewing, obviously, Byron Crashforth, one of the Salt Fever characters, one of the Salt Flats racers. And yeah, as you can see, it expands the family of the Salt Fever episode. And this isn't even everyone. There's Super Speeder Mater from the playset. There's a bunch of mini racers as well. I've got my custom BJ Gas Slam over here, one of my favorites as a gremlin. And yeah, this guy came out of 2024 Singles Case M. I'll leave the link for the unboxing in the description below and card suggestion in the top right hand corner. I emphasize unboxing because it's the first unboxing that we've done since Case G, which means Case H, J, K, L all went by without an unboxing. Unfortunately, they just weren't available, so very grateful that GetMeCollecitlbes was able to get in this case. And we will be reviewing GRC Cruz Ramirez soon. We already did Snot Rod with Flames and Many Freunderbender, the Taco Mint crew chief. So let's dive right on in here. Love how this guy looks on the card art. Back in the day, you know, some of the year motifs wouldn't have allowed for the entire art to be shown. So I love how, you know, it is nowadays where you can see the entire car, like Blue Desert and a couple years prior to that. Really like abbreviated and abridged the card arts, which I was not a fan of. But yeah, Byron Crashforth. That's a pretty good name, I would say. I like that name. It's way better than like Jesse Whelan and Nicole Revwell for those pitties that we reviewed a while ago. On the back, you have some of the more latest Cars on the Road releases, including Margaret Motorray out of Case K, Van Campbell, Case J, Barney Cones, Case K, Jessica Carville, Case H, Logan Gearsall, Case L, and Justin Roadritter with the weapon loaded, Case J. That's the debuts for all of them. Some of them appeared in another case, but really not. Like, Barney Cones is coming back next year. Margaret's coming back next year. Logan also actually is, but yeah, TBD on the other three. Obviously, Justin's also in that 2-pack with Kent and Jinoki, though, so it's important to note. But good stuff all around. I'll be right back with B Crash all opened up. I know I'm such a nerd for this, but I just have to know. I have to know. So let's find out, shall we? Byron here is about 4.5 inches. All right. Big old Peggy here. She is so long. Oh my goodness gracious. She is about 6 inches on the nose. And then poor little Nile. He's probably the fastest of them all, though, let's be honest. He's about 3.33 inches. So if you add Peggy and Nile Speedcone's lengths together, divide by 2 to find the average, that is almost exactly how long Byron is, which just speaks to what I was saying before, that Byron is the love child, I know it's getting weird right now, of those three characters. And yeah, they are basically the same shade of blue, Marc Sondhimer and Byron. A little different, but the fact that the blown engine is there just really puts it over the edge. But anywho, there is Byron in the Salt Fever episode. We are struggling to focus on his eyes there because they're in such a weird position relative to the rest of his body. But yes, there he is in the episode. Obviously not a big appearance or anything, but he is there, and he looks pretty much the same as how Mattel has presented them here. But guys, like literally, that is the exact calculation. You add that 3.33 plus 6 divide by 2. It's going to give you about 4.5. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah, let's just chalk it up to a coincidence. Although I do think based on the episode, maybe Byron should be a little longer. But But again, could be wrong. Peggy probably should be a lot longer. So, you know, it's just one of those things. Can't always be 100% accurate to scale. And yeah, we know how that goes with Mattel. But yeah, let's get into Byron here. I'm very, very excited to do so. I actually have a little surprise for you guys later on in the video, but I like his expression here. I think it might be the best expression of all three of the land speeders. I like Nile's, but his eyes are a little bit too big, I think, relative to the windshield there. And then Peggy, you don't really see her mouth, so it's so, like, the mouth is so detached from the eyes, you can't really put it all together. But Byron looks really good here. This is a plastic blown engine there, though. It's not metal, but it is painted, though. Nice dark blue, unlike Marc Sondhimer's, that's unpainted. Nice 3 wheels here. T29A means he was produced during the 29th week of 2024 at the A factory in Thailand. Got a couple of vents here on the side that are engraved. I love that. I love how that feels. You got a line, a little perforation down the first third of him there. Got a couple windows here. Nice. Of course, his fin, which is another plastic piece like the engine. And then the parachute here in the back like the other two have as well. Just to stop him, to kind of slow him down a little bit. Because, yeah, he's going to get up there in speed with this design, that's for sure. But, yeah, really cool. Obviously, no decals, though, like the other two. So, definitely a lot less to talk about. But still very nice, accurate for the most part. A nice addition to the Salt Fever episode for sure. This is probably going to be a pain in the butt taking the thumbnail, though, just because, like I said, you know, whenever the eyes are so set back from the rest of it, like the camera wants to focus only on one part, and man, it's going to be tough for sure. But yes, Nile Speedcone here had a few decals, but they also share a lot of similarities, like the same kind of window design there. Both have similar vents toward the bottom. The plastic fin and the parachute in the back, although Nile's got a red one. What a fancy little guy. I mean, with him, it's, you know, the small things in life that matter. No pun intended. Or actually, yeah, that was definitely intended. Yeah, Peggy here does not have a colored parachute either, but hers is actually a little bit of a different model in terms of the plastic piece, whereas these two are pretty gosh darn similar, just a different color. But yeah, Peggy still is definitely the best. I mean, not even because she's so much bigger, but she's got 5 blown engines. She's got all these decals here, which are very cool and kind of expand the lore of the universe a little bit more by introducing new companies. And she's metallic. I mean, red metallic and then gold in the center. And she has the salty base with the tires, which I actually really don't care about that much. But yeah, I mean, I guess it just speaks to Mattel's inconsistency. Like with Marc Sondhimer here, they didn't do any salt. They didn't do anything with Gearston, which basically anything from 2023 on, they were like, nix the salt. We're not doing that anymore. But before that, I mean, they even salted up Sarah Coggs' tires. But yeah, I mean, everything in 2022 and prior had those salty bases. I guess Peggy Liner, yeah, she was at the tail end of 2022, if I remember correctly. But yeah, guys, who is your favorite land speeder here? For me, it's still Peggy Liner by a mile. And I think Nile might even be better than Byron just because he's a little bit more detailed. But I do love the blown engine on Byron. You know, you kind of get the best of both worlds. You know, a little bit of everything with him. And this is the surprise I have for you guys. So I was at an antique market the other day, and I found a Hot Wheels, a vintage Hot Wheels that is, land speeder. I think this is the Evel Knievel model, and I just had to pick it up. It was only like $5, so I had to pick it up just to show you guys in this video here. I'm like, I will definitely use that in some sort of video. Let's open it up, shall we? It's just in a protector for ease, but it really, you know, has no need to be in one. And yeah, it's a little beat up, but it's a great little example piece to show you guys. Yeah, I mean, this is Hot Wheels' take on what Byron, Nile, and Peggy all are, these land speeders. So yeah, I think this guy's from like the late 70s, early 80s, made in Malaysia. Really cool. Yeah, not in horrible condition either. Like, I saw a couple of these on eBay that are missing the plastic pieces. And yeah, I mean, it just goes to show this fin's always been plastic, and it's actually like a rubber. That's actually rubber. Oh, and so is this. That's actually really cool. Good stuff. And he's got his little maybe parachute back there as well. So yeah, I just wanted to show that to you guys as a little fun side extra piece. And yeah, we got a big fam Assault Fever characters. You have your McQueen, who we don't really care about because McQueen is the same throughout the entire episode. He doesn't really change, although maybe they'll release a salty version one day. Royce Revsley has aged very well in my opinion. I'm a huge fan of him still. I think he may be one of my favorites. Obviously, Marc Sondhimer, probably one of the worst ones because he has no decals whatsoever, which is, again, another, not only is he blue, has the blown engine, but he also reminds me of Byron in the sense that neither of them have any decals. So it's like, gosh, really, again, combining Peggy, Nile, and him, it equals Byron, and it's kind of indisputable. Gearson, just another peg warmer, so we don't really love him. Another blue character, Barney Cones here, who was just released, the push truck, so a little bit of a different flavor of Salt Fever character. You got Revo Koss, another one that we haven't seen in a while, and that's Jammin' as well. Just as color changers, but their diecasts have not seen the light of day in about a year or so. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon for another video. Yeah, what the hell? It's going to be GRC Cruz Ramirez, and then we are done with 2024. That's crazy. Utterly ridiculous. Bye now.